Away winner Silius Emery with the one that could have won the John Durkan and could have won the King George, steering for Lunge. The time for questions is over. The answers are about to come because they are walking forward for the 5th race on the Dublin Racing Festival. It is, of course, the 3:15, the Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup Grade 1 contest over 3 miles. The flag is up. The button is hit, the flag is down, they're racing. Frodon goes straight to the front as you'd expect on the run towards fence number 1, but Kemboy is going with him over on the far side. So it's Frodon and Kemboy who take it together. Delta Workers third, Manila Indo sits 4 as they make their way on towards fence number 2. So on the near side it is Frodon with Kemboy the far. Delta Work keeps company with Conflated, Manila Indo's close 5. Then Asterion for Lunge and Janadale and Silas Emery is the back mark as they go to the first of the ditches, and it is Frodon from on the far side, Kemboy. Right behind them and third down the inner is Conflated, and just behind this one goes Delta Work. They're being chased by Manila Indo, and behind them goes Asterion for Lunge. Further back to Janadale and a couple of links to the back marker Silas Emery. On they go towards the next one down along the back. Frode on the near side of Kemboy. Delta Work was a little bit slow at that one as they continue down to make their way towards the penultimate one down along the back straight. Frode on Kemboy, they're spread well across the track. Behind them Conflated and Delta Work. Manila Indo goes right down the centre under Robert Power. He's won a Gold Cup before, but he hasn't ridden this Gold Cup winner before. Asterion for Lunge just towards this one's outside as they race now towards the final ditch down along the back straight before they turn to jump the cross fence, and it's Frodon who we saw to Grade 1 success at Down Royal, and the outside is Kemboy, previous winner. Right behind them is Conflated with a length or two to Delta Work. Manila Indo is next, and then Asterion for Lunge. Janadale is just in behind, and Kemboy was a little slow at that one, and so too was Silas Emery. So they begin the turn now. That's going to bring them across towards the 6th fence before they turn in, and it's Frodon from Kemboy, Conflated from Delta Work. They're the leading 4. Just behind them Manila Indo and Asterion for Lunge. Further back to Janadale as they land over that one, and last of all is Silas Emery. So now they begin the turn in towards the straight for the first time. It's the 18 times winning Frodon. He's won a Ryanair, he's won a King George, he's won the Ladbroke Chase at Down Royal. Over towards the near side is Kemboy, last year's winner, the choice of Paul Townend of the 4 Willie Mullins trained runners. Behind them is Conflated, who's towards the inside under Davy Russell. Delta Work and Jack Kennedy next. They're being chased by Manila Indo, who's close in behind under Robert Power. Then Asterion for Lunge and Brian Cooper. Janadale and Mark Walsh is last but one, and Silas Emery is the back marker as they take that one. Getting in deep to it is Frodon. Over the near side, Kemboy, Conflated. Asterion for Lunge is next, and then Delta Work with Manila Indo just in behind. They're being followed by Janadale as they make their way on now to come up to past the stands. To the roar of the crowd, they're roaring everything. They roared a running jockey earlier, but it's Frodon and Kemboy who are going to take them now on towards the 2 fences over the end of the straight. Frodon from Kemboy on the near side. Conflated, Delta Work. Right behind them is Manila Indo. Then Asterion for Lunge. Just behind them is Janadale, and Silas Emery is last of the 8 runners as they go to the 2 fences, bringing them right away from the stands. And it is Kemboy and Frodon who've been having a good old set 2 up front with Conflated not far behind. Delta Work travels smoothly in behind the leading trios. Kemboy's a little awkward over that one. Manila Indo well positioned next with Asterion for Lunge. They're being followed by Janadale, and Silas Emery is last to the group. So they continue now to make their way on towards the final one, bringing them away before they turn into the back straight. Frodon on the inside of Kemboy, Conflated and Delta Work. Manila Indo is next with Asterion for Lunge and Janadale, and last of all Silas Emery. So they begin the turn now that's going to bring them on round towards the back straight. These 8 runners who have won over 3.4 in prize money turn into the back straight with Frodon and Kemboy leading them along. Conflated is in third, then Delta Work is joined by Manila Indo. Janadale is next, Asterion for Lunge is wide, and Silas Emery is back of the group. So they pass their departure point as we go to Barry Geraghty. It is all playing out as we expected. How will the next mile play?
It is playing out well. Frodon Kemboy taking them along a good gallop. Manila Indo's travelling and jumping nicely in the midway. Asterion for Lunge to this point has jumped really well. You'd be very happy with him. Delta Work got low a few fences early on and is just beginning to struggle. But the screw is going to be turned now. We're going to find out.
It is indeed, because Frodon and Kemboy keep going at it together with Conflated in third. Manila Indo is now 4 with Asterion for Lunge 5 as Delta Work just loses position as they take the second one of 6 along the back. And the last 2, Janadale was awkward there. Silas Emery's gone on ships at the back. So now the 8 becomes 7 as they continue now towards the penultimate ditch, which is third one down the back. Frodon by about a half a length to Kemboy. Conflated is down the inside. Another half a length or length perhaps to Manila Indo. Delta Work is tucked away down this one's inside. There was nothing between the 2 leaders landing over that one. Frodon still on the inside of Kemboy. Now there's a half a length between them. Just behind them, Conflated. Then comes Manila Indo, the reigning Cheltenham Gold Cup winner. Delta Work is next with Asterion for Lunge. Coming on towards the next down along the back. Frodon, Kemboy, Conflated, Manila Indo. And they're being chased by Asterion for Lunge, who's right on terms. Delta Work is down the inside as they make their way on now towards Full From Home in the Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup, and it is Frodon who begins to open up his advantage to Conflated in second, and then comes Kemboy behind these Manila Indo. Mistake there by Asterion for Lunge as they go to make their way on down now towards the third last fence, the final ditch, and it's Frodon being chased all the while by Davy Russell on Conflated. Kemboy's on the outside of Manila Indo. Asterion for Lunge is next with Delta Work, and they're being followed on the inside by Janadale. Down to the final ditch they go. Frodon gets in deep. Conflated hits the front for the first time and takes over. And it's Conflated now who's coming out of handicap company with purpose, who goes to the front from Frodon, who's just run back to second now. Back in the outside, Kemboy's trying to get to them. Asterion for Lunge goes very smoothly on the outside as they go now towards the second last. And it's Conflated over from Frodon, Kemboy. Manila Indo's asked for effort. Now so too is Delta Work and Asterion for Lunge with Janadale. And Conflated, the outsider, is running away towards the straight and is opened up by a good 3-4 lengths or more from Frodon, Kemboy, Manila Indo, Delta Work and Janadale, and Conflated has put them all to it under Davy Russell. He's well clear. Manila Indo's trying to break from the pack, and they're being chased by Janadale and Frodon. Next up is Kemboy, but they go towards the final one in the Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup, and it's Conflated who lands in front, but he's a little awkward in front. Manila Indo's picking up now on the outside. He always stays, but Conflated holds the upper hand. Manila Indo's trying to come back at him on the near side. Janadale is back in third, and it's Conflated who holds the advantage from Manila Indo over on the near side. Well, the crowd have roared everything home, but not this. It's the outsider who's going to see them out. Conflated has won the Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup. Manila Indo for second. Janadale is third. Close four between Asterion for Lunge and Kemboy. Delta Work is next, and they were followed in by the final one to go by, which is Frodon. And right down in front of me, Gordon Elliott has been congratulated by all around him because he has taken a handicapper who won off 145 last time. It is the son of Yates who has come out of top. It is Conflated, who was bred by the Dillon family, sold by Yellowford to Brendan Bashford for 46,000. Glenvale sold him on as a 3-year-old to Jigginstown for 92,000, and he is now a Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup winner.
He most certainly is that, and Davy Russell, who timed it to perfection on Galvin here in the Savills, has turned his race on its head away from the third last fence when he let Conflated stride along. I thought off the bend Jane Manila Indo might come at him, but this horse has saw it out really, really well.
Yeah, well, Davy Russell rode him with great belief. Many punters mightn't have believed in him. I'm surprised he went off at 18-1. Would have had a much bigger given his ratings differential, but Davy knew.
Davy, absolutely brilliant. Surprised?
I'm very surprised. But Camilla warned me every step we took when I got on his back. She said, I'm keeping the faith. This fella's going to run a big race. So it gave me confidence going out.
Well, and you rode him with plenty of confidence as well, because you lined him up behind the pace everywhere. But from the time he even jumped off, Davy,